Well, team, today we're going to be exploring. I'm going to be taking you around Jurien Bay and the surrounds, and we're going to get up to some pretty cool stuff, like where I am right now, swimming with an incredible animal. But I hope you guys enjoy this review of Jurien Bay and the things to do around it. It's a pretty bloody spectacular spot. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow our socials, The Real Australian Dream. Enjoy. Alright legends, HAYDO here, and mate, I'm super excited to share this episode with you. Thanks for stopping by again. And as you can see behind me, today we are at Sandy Cape Recreational Park, which is about 2.5 hours north of Perth, about 15 minutes outside a beautiful little seaside town called Jurien Bay. And let me tell you, this episode's filled with some really cool stuff. We're gonna go swimming with sea lions. We're gonna go exploring caves in the pitch black darkness. We're gonna go explore bunkers from World War II and much, much more. So stick around. I'm gonna put the drone up. Let's go have a look at this place, mate. She's an absolute beauty.
Hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. I know man, passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky, I found my way.
Alright guys, how cool does that look? As I said, Sandy Cape is a spot that you can fill your weekend quite easily because there is so much to do in and around the surrounding areas. Now I'm going to give you the lay of the land quickly on this place. $20 per site, so no extra charges for additional adults or kids. It's just a flat $20 fee. First in, best dressed scenario. You can see behind me in the information bay here, runs on a cash basis, so you bring your cash down, put it in an envelope and put it in the tin here, and the ranger will come around and check that you've paid. But if you don't have cash, that's okay too, because there's a caretaker on site who does have FPOS facilities. In terms of facilities, you've got a dump point, you've got a heap of rubbish bins, which is good, you've got picnic tables, and you've got drop toilets as well. So so you do have those toilets there if you need them. And the good thing is, motorhome owners rejoice. This place is accessible regardless of whether you're in a four-wheel drive, whether you're in a swag, whether you're riding a bike, you're driving a Prius, truck, big rig, whatever it is. There are sites here accessible to absolutely everyone. It's tarred pretty much the whole way except for the last little stretch, which is a good dirt road, probably about 1 kilometre in length. Which means regardless of your setup, you can get here, spend some time and enjoy it. The campground itself, it's not direct beach camping, but you're just tucked behind a dune, which offers you some protection from the wind. It's only a 10-15 meter walk to the beach itself. So you are practically beach camping, but without the soft sand, which makes it good as well. But as I said, you can fill your weekend quite easily. You've got four-wheel driving, you've got sea lions at Jurien Bay, you've got the pinnacles, which are only an hour or so away as well if you fancy a bit of a drive. You've got caves to explore the national park with the most amazing wildflowers you've ever seen. It really is a perfect little campground. And keep in mind, this is 2.5 hours north of Perth, about 15 minutes outside of Jurien Bay. And so on a weekend, we got here on a Monday, dead, probably one of 5 or 6 vans. From a Friday afternoon, the place is chockers. So if you're traveling, plan it around. Probably not arriving on a weekend because that place is absolutely swarmed with people. Enjoy this episode, you bloody legends. We'll get up to a fair bit. Sandy Cape, absolutely loved it. And we'll see you a bit later on. Well, when you come here, you've got to make sure you walk to the left of the campsites, walk this dune and check out this amazing bloody view here. Hey, what's going on? Me and Bubba, we've done the walk, and and soft sand. It'll get the acid in your calves going, but it's pretty bloody worth it. The watercolour, there's like caves to explore, and I reckon we're going to try and put on a snorkel and come explore around here as well, because it's pretty bloody awesome. Really bloody awesome.
Out of bed, still sleeping. Could I be dead? Or is it something I have done? Did I lead you on to think that I was gone? Trapped inside a fake reality. Better days will never come for me. How can I be honest with myself when I'm always playing someone else? Once in a while.
Well, good morning. Early start for us this morning because we are off to do an awesome experience that we've been dying to do, and that is the sea lion tours, or sea lion swimming with sea lions. Jerry Bay. It's too early for me this morning, so it's actually freezing this morning as well. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's about 6:30 now. We're heading on the boat. Tour starts at 7. We're heading out there to have a bit of a look around and swim with a few sea lions. Apparently it's meant to be an awesome experience that we're super excited about. Cost was $125 each for me and Amber, and Freya was free. So we're going to take it in turns. One jumps off and the other jumps off and looks after the baby, and so on and so forth. So super excited about today. We'll take you along for a bit of a trip, and hopefully we can see a few sea lions along the way. Catch you soon.
Come on, won't you come with me? Time to let it go and be free. Won't you come and breathe the open skies? Come now, come listen to the melody. Slow it down, put yourself at ease. Time to live it live. Get away from the do's and don'ts. Get away, don't let it close. Loco, loco, paraíso. Come and swim to the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Paraíso, come and swim to the loco paraíso. Under the lazy evening sun. Come live a little bit of what you dream. Don't get stuck in what you cannot be. About time you drop that fight. When the heat be rising, we still gliding. Nothing's gonna change how we feel.
Well, when you come into Jerry Bay in this part of the country, you've got to do the iconic swim lion tour, because as you just seen, that was bloody epic, mate. Having wild animals like that interact with you, nibble on your flippers, doesn't get much better than that. Happy days. Well, today's adventure has taken us about 30 minutes from camp, and we're at the Stockyard Gully Caves. So we're preparing to enter the entrance now, and we were told about this by the caretaker, and we thought we'd come down for a bit of a gaze and see what it's all about. We're the only one here. There's no one in the car park, but apparently it's meant to be pretty cool and a pretty cool sight to see. So we're gonna go have a look. As you can see, the entrance behind us, it's pitch black the moment you walk in there. So it's about 100 or about 200 meter walk from the car park. And a word of advice, if you are allergic to bees, probably not the best place to come, because we've already spotted a couple of beehives, or at least have your EpiPen ready to go just in case. But it looks a bit pitch black in there, and it's a self-guided tour, so every man for himself from this point on. What do you reckon?
It's scary.
Anyway, we'll check in the cave. Bring your torch too, definitely bring your torch. Here we go. Well, this, guys, put it on your list, definitely. This is an absolute unreal place and experience, mate. I am in pitch darkness, completely pitch black. You can't hear a word, and the only light is coming from the flashlight. But it's about 500 meters of absolute pitch blackness, so probably not a good idea if you're claustrophobic or you get scared of the dark, because it is, I mean, it's absolutely pitch black and dead quiet. But certainly something that's pretty cool. And the history behind it, the reason why it's called Stockyard Gully Caves, is because essentially this serves as a stock route. In the olden days, a stock route between Geraldton and Perth. So the stockmen used to bring their cattle down here, rest up overnight, and this cave would act as a natural sort of stockyard, and so that they'd get a rest up. It's nice and cool. Probably bring a jumper if you get cold, because it is actually quite cold in here, and it must be a riverbed at some point, because it is completely sand bottom through here. So I'm actually barefoot right now, walking through this cave, and it's a really easy walk and really bloody cool experience. So definitely put that on your list. Stockyard Gully Caves, a real treat, real good fun. All right, team. Well, today we are out and about adventuring, and we're heading to a place they call the bunkers, and apparently they're World War II bunkers, and meant to be pretty cool. So on our way there, we've just come across these most amazing little four-wheel drive tracks and exploring. So I definitely recommend coming out and exploring some of these areas, definitely. So at the information centre, just as you're coming into Sandy Bay, turn right, and that takes you into a labyrinth of four-wheel driving, beach access, private entries into your own private beaches. And right now, as you can see behind me, I'm on a point with two really closed-in bays. Absolutely amazing, stunning, and worth the trip in itself when we haven't even seen what we've come to see yet. So I'll put the drone up here because there's little islands and stuff getting around. It's pretty bloody cool, and I'll show you guys about this little spot here.
Out of bed, still sleeping. Could I be dead? Or is it something I have done? Did I lead you on?
This is probably one of the coolest places I think I've ever seen. Like, there's just something about like hidden, secluded beaches with little caves and just holes everywhere, and so many places to explore. There's tracks everywhere, there's lookouts, and there's reef. You can snorkel here too. Like, just check this out, and no one else is around. Look at this. This is just one of the many little secluded areas. See, this is why I just love I just can't contain myself right now. Oh my god. Okay, so alright, gotta settle down a bit, but fuck, this is so cool, okay? I gotta get Hayden to come up here, but okay, so what I'm looking at now is like another reef, but you can just see how deep it gets, and you can see all the colours. It's like a huge deep hole. Look at this. Can you see that? It's like, just here is like real deep, and then here it's like all beautiful reef, and it's just this big drop off. And look down here, you can just see all the beautiful colours. Oh my god.
The weather isn't that great today, so we thought we'd duck out and have a bit of a gaze at a place called North Head, which is about 40 odd minutes, oh, probably not even half an hour. Apparently it's meant to be some pretty good four-wheel driving, so we're going to go check that out and do a bit of beach driving, do a bit of dune driving, and hopefully, ultimately what we're aiming for is to try and get to a place which has World War II, what are they called? Bunkers. World War II bunkers. So we're going to go have a gaze at that and suss it out and take you guys along for the ride. Well, I'm inside just one of the bunkers up here at North Head, and certainly a very little cool experience to be up here and checking out these. Apparently, these were used in World War II, and there's unconfirmed reports from what I've just read online that this actually was bombed in World War II by the Japanese. Don't know if that's true or not, but that is what it says on Dr. Google. But pretty cool. There's some graffiti, obviously, that lines the walls. Some of it's pretty good, and some of it's absolute rubbish. But nonetheless, it's a cool experience. And mate, look at this. Look at the view out here. Absolutely beautiful up here anyway, to have a look around and suss it out, because yeah, I've got to say it's quite a unique little position, because we are surrounded on a headland, on a point, on a cape, and there's bays here, here, and around the other side too, which is pretty bloody cool, and definitely worth your time to come up and have a bit of an explore. The four-wheel driving in is fun in itself. Multiple beaches, multiple tracks down. It's like a maze of four-wheel drive tracks, which makes for a bloody good day spent, and then you can finish it off in one of these protected bays for a swim and nice chilled out RV.